Hello, and welcome. My name is Lynn. I am a photographer and multidisciplinary artist documenting how I'm pouring into my creative practice every single day this year. And as I'm doing this creative project, it's so funny because I was gonna say practice, but for some reason, the word project came out of my mouth, and it literally has been a project for me, both through photography and video. And within video, it's long form and short form video. Okay, like I am riding this wave. I thought it would be fun to introduce a series that the working name for now is Behind the Work, like behind the scenes, but behind the work. And I thought it would be fun to kind of like take you all into the process of the creative thinking that goes behind some of my projects, and kind of like literally the decisions that I make, why, the how, like all of the things. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. I just want to flow. I just want to be like, today we're talking about this project, and child, here's everything that went into it that you don't see, right? I think the thing with social media is that you see people's wins. You're like, oh my gosh, this girl got what grant? She got da da da, but you don't see that she applied for 5,000 and got one. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. We choose peace today. Or you see that someone has their work in an exhibition. You're like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. You don't realize that that took hours and hours of strategy, of printing and actually creating the work, and then installation in the gallery. And so I thought like this would be a cool way, honestly, for me to humanize my work and my process, because I move like a robot. That's what I have to do. Okay, let's just go. And so this forces me to literally sit down and be like, this is how much effort and love and care I pour into my work, into every little thing that I do. And if anything, this is for me, right? To be like, this is how devoted I was to this, and this is how much I poured into it. And so let's get into it. So today we're talking about Still We Move. This is my most recent project. It's my first project of 2026, child. Hit the ground running. I think I got the acceptance letter. It had to be like January 30th or 31st. And like, hey, just so you know, the event is in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, what? What did you say? Say it in my good ear. And so, okay, how do we even, okay, let's start with Embrace Boston. So Embrace Boston has a living archive, which they've been building out with Everyone 250 as part of like Everyone 250 Living Archive, just kind of like featuring creative voices around Boston, around Massachusetts and all. And so they put out a call. They're like, we have our Embrace Honors MLK event coming up. And we just want to have like an artist showcase, feature some artists, shout y'all out, just doing what we do, right? What they've been committed to do, what they've been doing amazingly. And so I'm like, sure. I wasn't gonna apply for it because I was so overwhelmed. I had so much on my plate, and I applied for it like 11:55 p.m. And then yeah, I got the acceptance letter December 30th or 31st, something like that. Erica, shout out Erica, she's amazing. I can't believe you were emailing me on New Year's Eve, girl. I can't believe it. And so I hit the ground running, right? I took that weekend of New Year's, took it easy. I was chilling, living my best life, because I knew that like that first week, that first Monday of January 2026, I would be running and fighting for my life. And so, oh my gosh, this project it's good. It's so special. And it's so funny because literally last night I was like, this could be an exhibition. Like I didn't realize anything, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I should totally do like an exhibition talking about Black joy. And I'm like, hello, you already have the concept, you have the photos, you have everything, you have the copy, everything is ready to go, girl. Duh. So the story that I submitted is Still We Move. And actually that wasn't the original story I submitted. What was it called? I think it was like I'm Still Here. It was like I'm Still Here, because it's basically around like America's 250th anniversary. And then just share whatever stories you want to share around Black people and movement and history and process and overcome and blah blah blah. And I was like, I want to talk about no, because I was like, Oh my gosh, I wish I pulled it up. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait, should I try to pull it up right now? I don't even think do I have the old text? But it was basically, it was I'm Still Here. It was called, I pitched I'm Still Here. And it was just kind of like, it was literally around the same thing of like, taking up space and overcoming. But it was like a deeper, like, they bog us down, but we are here, we persist, though, we are pushing. And I was like, I don't like it. Like, when she had emailed me, let me see if I can open my email. When she had emailed me and was like, your story was accepted, da da da, and then it was like, I'm still here. I was like, actually, I don't feel aligned to this anymore. And so I renamed it Still We Move. Oh, I Belong Here. Yes, that's what it was. I Belong Here, a study of identity, migration, and becoming. Yes, because I was talking about how, even though like my family's history is not directly tied to like the early histories of the nation, like the fact that I've been here and I've been able to take up space here, and America has like nurtured me, and I belong here, and my immigration story, and woo woo, me, poor little immigrant. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I belong here. Ugh, I hate that. I hate that title. I'm like, damn, I'm like being harsh right now, but it's just kind of, it was very much like a, as we're thinking about America's 250th anniversary, we just want to say thank you so much for having me. It was just like it was weird, right? And so I was like, girl, I'm switching everything. She said, okay, girl, just make sure you just give me the updated text, but you good. Whatever you want to do, I'm game. And so I was like, I don't want to do like the immigrant pity story, pity me, boo-hoo is me, woe is me. Let's talk about joy. Like, when I think about what has gotten me through certain seasons, still navigating this, like, this is still me, like navigating immigration hardship in America. My joy has gotten me through. Leaning into community has gotten me through. Having people around me who hold me, who keep me, that is what has gotten me through. Moving my body, stretching, working out, going for a walk, going out for drinks, hanging out with friends, turning up, going to church. Like, that is what keeps me. That is what just helps me get through. And so I was like, let's talk about joy. Let's celebrate our joy. Let's celebrate the way that we're able to resist all of it. These times that we're in, oh my goodness. The way that we're able to process and overcome and keep pushing and stay hopeful and show up for one another. I think one thing that, if anything, like these times, they have helped me just check on people. And I love that people have just been checking on me. Girl, you good? I'm like, I'm good. Girl, you good? Like, it's become a habit of like, there's like something has broken. I know I'm like stepping away from Still We Move, but it's still very relevant. But like, there's been like a genuine thing of like seeing people out and about and being like, girl, you good? And they're like, oh, I'm good. Girl, you good? Like, it's been like a weird, it's like a very specific, like very intimate feeling. I can't even explain it, but it feels so real. It's so authentic. It's empathetic. It's I see you. I recently watched Avatar. I see you. Like, it's real. And so I was like, let's do that. Let's celebrate that. So I wanted to, I can't really see the copy, but Still We Move is a multidisciplinary installation celebrating Black joy, movement, and collective resilience through photography. And I had interactive materials like my photo albums. Attendees are invited to experience rhythms of like joy and movement and presence and community and shared meaning. And it was just so good. It affirms that 200 years later, we still here, child. We're still here, still rising, still moving, still taking up space, and reminds us that joy itself is an act of resistance and survival. That felt good. That felt appropriate. That felt like, this is the thing. I do not want to dwell. I don't want nobody to pity me. We're all dealing with something. Everybody is being affected by everything that's going on right now in one way or another, whether it's your women's rights, being threatened and violated, whether it's job losses, whether it's, in my case, immigration. Like, everybody is feeling the weight of this in a different way. And so let's just talk about how we're getting through, how are we surviving, how are we getting through this. Where do we start? I'm looking at the photo of Jordan right now. So good, so good. I wanted to shout out Color Tech of Boston for such an amazing job caring for these photos for me and framing, Artful Edge framing. Like, did I just mix them? Yeah, Color Tech for printing, Artful Edge for framing. And it's so helpful because I work in Fenway and it's like 5 minutes. You girl, my printer ready? Perfect. I'm on my way after work, you know what I mean? So like that, they were so helpful with that. Again, I had 10 days to prep for this show. I call Artful Edge and I'm like, I need framing services. Do y'all also print? Because a lot of times framing places also print, and they're like, no, we don't print, but call Color Tech and just tell them we sent you. I said, okay, girl, are you able to do the thing? And whoever picked up the phone is like, hey, she needs this in 2 days. Are we able to do it? Are we able to do it? And then they're like, yeah, we can do it. And then somebody else said, yeah, we can do it. Okay, sure. She said, girl, I got you. Come through. I said, oh my God, thank you so much. And then she was like, call Color Tech. And I was like, okay, cool. I call Color Tech. I'm like, hey, I have to print and that need tomorrow because I need, what was it? It was like Monday. I needed it printed by Wednesday so that Wednesday afternoon I drop it off to the framer and then I pick it up on Saturday. Because I'm taking a class on Saturday, so I would go pick it up after class on Saturday. It was, I don't remember. I don't even want to go back there. It's a dark place. It was a dark time for me. So I call Color Tech and they're like, damn, you need this tomorrow? Bet, we're gonna get started on it right now. And it wasn't even, no, because I had to submit the photos. So I send them the photos. You need this tomorrow? Bet. I send them the photos the next day, the next morning. Like, I sent them the photos at 11 p.m. I'm submitting this request. The next morning, I'm like, hey, I submitted something last night. Sorry for the late notice, but I really need this and I was recommended. I'm literally thinking about crying right now. I was so frustrated with this. And they were like, oh girl, we're printing it right now. I said, they were like, yeah, you can pick it up by this afternoon. It's ready to go. I said, oh my God. When I tell you everybody just locked in, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. They can have all my money from here on out because the way these ladies just pulled up and were like, girl, your thing just rose up to the top as priority. We got your email. We're printing it right now. You can pick it up as soon as possible, girl. It's ready for you. So I pick it up and then I bring it to the framing place. And then 2 days later, my work is ready to go. And then I went to the event, child. So that's settled that. So while I'm also navigating that, my business cards needed to be updated because my email recently changed. I made a video yesterday talking about how I had like gotten rid of my Google Suite email. Like, I changed my username on Instagram. My username is now Linterlude across all my socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So my business cards hadn't been updated in, I believe, 2 years. So I placed an order at Staples. No, absolutely. That's not what happened. Yes. I placed one of those days and Staples, it's ready within like 24 hours. It's like crazy same day pickup. But I was like, I'll just pick it up over the weekend. So I updated it, ordered it on Staples. That's done. And then I wasn't sure if they was going to give me a sign for the table. So if you go on my website, I'm literally looking at my website right now. If you go on my website, you see that there's an official sign on the table. And there were other artists who were not sure about that either. Like, are we getting a sign? So I went to Staples. I don't know if they were closing at 8 or not. I don't remember. All I know is that I went to Staples 30 minutes before closing. And I sat in Staples with my laptop designing a sign for my table, only for us to not need it because the sign was provided and it was not communicated. So anyways, I love their sign because mine is just like white paper orange and green text, and that's like my branding. But I was like, I just need something to put on the table, business cards, leave me alone. And then like I have these tabletop easels, which were so cute, and like it was hard to figure out which to select because they come very small and fragile. So really making sure that you select the right one that's able to hold these pictures up, because the frames are actually very, very heavy. Oh, and also I didn't say the charcoal and the 2 charcoal frames I got from work. Perks of working in an amazing museum. I got these frames from work, and then the gold one was an original from Artful Edge. So that's one of their frames that I bought from them, with also museum glass added to all of them, I believe. And then Jordan's photo is double matted. It has like a I don't even know how to describe that color, like an eggshelly, but a bit warmer than an eggshell accent. And then the green matte added on the outside, and then the other one with the girls is a bit warmer, and then mine is just like a white matte for my photo that's in black and white. And that we had a lot of fun playing around with those as well, just kind of like trying to figure out what direction do we want to take with this, what do we want to bring out. The photo of the girls, I was like, let's playful. Let's let's fully lean into a playful vibe. But I always knew that I want my work in gold, girl. I need my work to be in gold. I want it to look timeless. I like my work look like paintings. My photos of Black people that I shoot, like they look like paintings. And so I will have like my first solo show. I'm gonna sit on my first solo show for a minute, because it needs to be like 10 years from that, because I need like big sexy frames. Like I'm putting photography in the most ridiculous frames I've ever seen in your life. Like it's not just like what I have with the girl. It's gonna be, you know, like the embellished gold frames. That's what I'm doing. And so I need funding for that. Somebody please sponsor my life. But it was like, do we go with this like eggshell yellow one, or do we go with like a gold? And the gold just stole the show. It was so good. And then of course we have the photo albums on the table. The photo albums are becoming my signature. They just represent joy. You cannot see a photo album on a table and not want to flip through. I think all of the times that we've ever looked through photo albums with family, it brings joy, it brings memory, it brings laughter, this togetherness, and I want people to feel that in my work. I also had a photo album in For Who Am I, which was amazing. And this was again popular with Still We Move. So I think like photo albums are my thing, and it's such a joy to print this work. I was up late every night printing for about an hour, testing different photos, and just really figure out what do I want to include or want to feature. And so Jordan's photo album is green to match the aura of like him being out on a field in the green mat in his photo. The girl's photo album is black. I was trying to figure out what color do I go with, but because it's like a culmination of Black joy, Black people, Black movement, I don't know, just like a sexy Black frame with like Black inserts. Like it was just really, really good. And then my photo album is red because the works that I feature, my deep stuff, I tend to have like red materials in there, whether it's red lighting, red fabric, that red tool. And so like I think like red is like the linen color for some reason or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, 3 pieces, 3 photo albums. Jordan with his own photo album with photos from that project that we shot together. The girls with that photo album in front of the girls featured works, different representations of Black joy and movement and things. And then my self-portraiture with my photo album that's in front of me. So yeah, that's the story behind Still We Move, a celebration of Black joy, movement, and collective resilience. If you haven't already, please be sure to check out this work on my website at auracreative.com. You can navigate to the installation tab or the exhibition tab to see the official photos. And you can go to the journal section to kind of see more behind the scenes photos of like me goofing around and hanging out with the other artists and things. So you can check out the post on Instagram that I created. it's everywhere now. Officially, it's out and about. But I love this, and I'm gonna be doing more of these kind of breakdown, like in-depth breakdown videos for other projects that I work on. So stay tuned or something or whatever. Thank you for being here.